Welcome, or ahlan wa sahlan, as we say in Egypt, to an info session about studying abroad at the American University in Cairo. The American University in Cairo, or AUC as we refer to it, was founded in Egypt 100 years ago by Americans devoted to education and service in the Middle East. And for almost that long, we've been welcoming American students on our campus. AUC is based on an American model. All of our programs are accredited in the US and all courses, except for the Arabic program, are taught in English. That also means that our course syllabi and grading system will all look familiar to you. Even though we are an American-style university, 95% of our students come from Egypt, so you will be immersed in a new culture, but have many of the familiar comforts of a US campus as well. Because of its location, Egypt today is the product of diverse cultural, religious, and political influences over thousands of years. On the right hand is a map that shows some of the famous sites in Egypt. You'll see the capital Cairo in the north along the Nile River Valley. You'll see the remainder of the country is in the Sahara Desert. On the left, you'll see that Egypt is in North Africa, at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa. The Mediterranean Sea is to the north and the Red Sea is to the east. There are oases, incredible monuments, and temples still standing from Egypt's ancient civilization, and beautiful beaches, so something for everyone. Cairo is the capital city of Egypt, home to 20 million people, so it's a vibrant, busy megacity. It offers a unique blend of ancient and modern. Described as the intellectual, social, cultural hub of the Middle East, Cairo is full of the energy of its youth, who are actively engaged in the future of their country through artistic, environmental, political, and social change. What else makes AUC a good destination? Well, you're going to be directly enrolled in our university, so you have access to a full service campus with renowned faculty in several fields, opportunities to do your own research, participate in student activities, and build up your resume. When you're on our campus, you have so many ways of continuing your college experience, but with a totally different group of people. We have competitive and intramural athletics, tons of community service opportunities, and over 60 student clubs, ranging from an award-winning Model United Nations to the Astronomy Club. AUC offers a flexible and customizable academic experience. You are not restricted to one department, and just like at your home university, you can select courses from across our different colleges based on availability and prerequisites. Because AUC is US accredited, it is generally easy to get transfer credit for the courses you take, and these could be a mix of requirements for your major, unique electives, or general education classes. We also offer optional Arabic courses from the absolute beginner level to advanced, so you could improve or get started on a new language. If you hope to focus entirely on your Arabic at AUC, we also offer an intensive Arabic program, which is a full course load of Arabic courses. Students often think you have to be studying the Middle East or Arabic to study abroad in Egypt. But as I mentioned, we offer a whole host of disciplines. So I just want to highlight a few of our programs that you may not immediately associate with the region, and I've listed a few sample courses below each. The first is business. AUC has a world-renowned business school. So if you are studying economics, finance, entrepreneurship, AUC is where you can learn about emerging markets and even intern with a startup on campus. The humanities and social sciences. If you are interested in political science, sociology, anthropology, psychology, AUC gets study abroad students out into the community to learn from the people navigating Egyptian society. You can work alongside local organizations and even apply to publish research. The arts. Egypt is a regional hub for art, music, and film. AUC is home to the region's only music technology program and typography lab. It also has a strong theater program and puts on an Arabic and English production every semester. The STEM fields. AUC has an ABET-accredited School of Sciences and Engineering, offering many of the foundational fields found at US universities. AUC is also committed to sustainability and has several research centers working on green energy, global public health, and sustainable agriculture, just to name a few. Our faculty come from all over the world, and here are just 3 of them who are well known in their fields. Dr. Hassan Azazi, who heads our chemistry program and COVID Scientific Advisory Committee, is world famous for his work to detect hepatitis C. Dr. Salima Ikram in the middle may look familiar if you've ever seen one of those Netflix specials about ancient Egypt. She's likely the person touring around our ancient temples. And Dr. Rawab al-Mahdi on the right is in our political science department and a leading figure in Egypt's civil society. Another reason AUC is unique is the type of cultural integration you get while you're in Egypt. You sit in class, share housing, and join clubs with Egyptian peers. You do not have to become isolated with other foreigners. You will make lifelong American friends, but also have the daily opportunity to build relationships with Egyptians and global peers your age. It's easy and affordable to travel around Egypt. You have convenient access to flights and trains to see other parts of the country. Whether you want to spend the weekend scuba diving in the Red Sea, camping in the desert, and touring ancient temples, Egypt really has it all. In addition to traveling with new friends you make, many of the courses involve field trips and cultural excursions, and AUC offers free or highly subsidized trips throughout the semester. All of the street signs in Cairo are in English and Arabic, and Egyptians are notoriously friendly and willing to help. AUC offers on-campus housing options like single, double, and apartment-style rooms. We also have a dedicated Office of International Programs and Services who will be your main contacts once you're admitted. The office helps right from the beginning with airport arrival, visa support, and on-site orientation, and they serve as your emergency contacts throughout the semester. We also have a Center for Student Wellbeing that offers counseling. We have an incredible gym, an on-campus clinic, 24/7 library, Olympic-sized pool. So you have all of these amenities that you might need accessible in English on campus. We don't have a meal plan, but there are several eateries on campus and in the surrounding neighborhood. If you think AUC might be a good fit for you, first visit your study abroad office to learn the process and more about how you can finance your time abroad. Once approved, you will also need to submit AUC's application to finalize the process. To get a good sense of AUC's campus and student experience, you can check out our website and follow us on our social media channels. And now to hear directly from students about their study abroad experience, kindly watch the following video.
I was interested in trying a different place and coming to an area of the world I've never ever been before.
I realized that I wanted to actually immerse myself in an Arabic-speaking country a bit more.
I want to be a unique person to experience unique things. So that's why I chose Egypt.
Basically, living in Cairo would be not just the academic experience, but I would be able to actually see all the stuff I'm studying.
It's so fun to be able to be down in downtown all day, every day.
I'd say just the lifestyle here, the mindset people have here is very unique.
I think all the Egyptians I've met have had just wonderful big hearts, and I think that's a breath of fresh air.
At the AUC particularly, I felt really at home, which is not something I anticipated in a university halfway around the world.
I do get a lot of different perspectives in the class discussions.
Oh my gosh, I have been blown away time and again by the faculty and the quality of education that is being produced at the AUC.
Other than all the classes and the studying, the fun that happens at AUC is pretty awesome.
And we've been able to build a really huge social scene here so easily. All the international students are really cool.
It's much more diverse than I expected it to be.
So many different kinds of people and who come from different places and different backgrounds and different upbringings and have very unique perspectives on life.
I have so much more knowledge than I had when we got here, and I'm probably going to double that amount by the time we're done.
Living here has really made me reconsider what is my identity, what is a person's identity when they're removed from their culture, and what's the influence of a culture on a person.
So AUC stuck out for two main reasons. First, it was culturally different. I grew up in kind of rural America, and so a place that was a big city with lots of religious diversity was really, really important to me. Second, it was situated in a perfect spot history-wise. It had a little bit of everything, and a lot of the courses lined up with what I was interested in.
What do I like most about AUC? I really like all the people I've met. I have some really cool professors, and I love all my friends, both in the international programs and outside.
AUC, the campus, the architecture itself is one of the things that stuck out, as silly as that sounds. The buildings are pretty enough just to look at, but it really is the students beyond that, to be sitting in gorgeous looking buildings, of course, but with people who are different than I am, excited about what we're learning, and really, really just interesting people to get to know.
There's a lot of things here that I cannot see on normal US campuses, so I feel like there's just so much that I'm learning every day.
At AUC, I'm studying history, pre-colonial, post-colonial, Islamic, and ancient Egyptian. The classes have been what I wanted, and the cultural stuff is really what has stuck out the most. Visiting a mosque or a pyramid or a tomb on the weekend is the best way to spend my Friday I think I've ever had.
I think all the courses that I've been taking are very similar to what I take at home, but the fact that there's just different people in the class that come from different backgrounds is something to get adjusted to and something to be excited about.
Man, it has been a great time already. A lot of the things that I wanted to do I've already seen. The pyramids were the biggest thing for me. I know it's touristy, but there is something that you can't get anywhere else that you can get at the pyramids. And then to take what I'm learning there and to bring it back to my Egyptology classes here was a really unique and special experience.
I'm Heidi Giraz. I studied marketing and finance at AUC, and I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in the United States. When I first landed, first thing I noticed was everyone was really nice. Everyone was very welcoming. The clubs and associations there are really involved, and they like try to get people in the clubs. They do a lot of activities and stuff. For example, I was part of the salsa club, and me and my friend actually made an Afrobeats dance team at the AUC. Outside of AUC, I got to travel all over Egypt, like Dahab, Luxor, Swan, the pyramids, obviously. So overall, my experience there was really, really amazing. My favorite course I took there was money markets. It was a finance course. And it was a professor. He worked in like finance, obviously, and he really just talked about his experience and just working with different banks, and he really taught us the whole like history kind of thing of finance. My biggest advice is to really broaden out and talk to as many people as possible, from the student body to the professors. But when I went to like Egypt and came to AUC, I realized it was really safe. All the students are really safe. The security at AUC is amazing. I can describe my AUC experience in one word. It would be exhilarating.
Here at AUC, I'm taking an entrepreneurship class. My whole experience here in Egypt has been, I think, more than what I expected it to be.
I'm studying at University of St. Thomas at home, but here at AUC, I'm studying consumer behavior, and it has been such a blast. Everybody has been so nice. The people are so kind, and the class has been challenging, but really, really fun to kind of learn and grow.
My experience at AUC has been unbelievable. The people here are so nice and so kind, and are willing to go out and hang out with you and show their hometowns, and additionally, the professors are unbelievable. They're world-class professors.
I'm taking a journalism class here, and I really like it because everyone in my class is super helpful, and they're willing to help you out, and everyone on campus is just super nice.
We have been at AUC for about 3 weeks now, and at AUC we all take one class here, so I'm taking labor economics, and it has definitely been a challenging course, and I feel like I've learned a lot, but a lot of our learning has also come outside of the classroom. I feel like we've seen a lot of what Egypt has to offer.
So far, my time here at AUC has been honestly such a surreal experience. It has been full of amazing people. The culture here is incredible. You know, you just go to like any supermarket or any restaurant, and the people here will treat you nicely, like you're someone. And I truly love that about the Egyptian culture and the people of it.
In Minnesota, we have this thing called Minnesota Nice. Amongst all the states, Minnesota is known to be the nicest. But I will say, in Egypt, I've met the nicest people by far. My experience here, I love it. I really wish I could stay.